Ben, this is one of those big days. How much fear do you have for the final climb? Any at all?
No, and this is where I should be. This is where I should be good, and I'm leading the race, so I shouldn't really be scared because in the end, on mountains it's pretty simple. You know, the strongest guy wins it or not, and the gaps behind are always fair.
Can you give us an idea of what it's like to go head-to-head, riding side-by-side with Primoz? How's he different or the same as some of the other rivals you've faced?
I mean, I've ridden with many great guys, Pog, Jonas. I've tried to follow the wheel. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes not. So in the end, we're all the same competitors. We see each other, I guess, in the races every couple of months, every month, every couple of weeks sometimes. So yeah, it's nothing new. It's work, and you just have to go get it done.
Ben, you obviously went brilliantly the day that you got the red jersey, and a couple of times since then you've said, I feel really good. But just give us an idea of what does the graph look like of how you have felt in this Vuelta? Are you still feeling as though you've got fantastic legs?
Yeah, I guess it's been a bit of a wave. I definitely died a little bit on stage 4, but then, yeah, probably felt obviously excellent the day I won. And then it's been a little bit of a really good day and then average day. So yeah, I mean, the numbers haven't lied. They haven't been bad. I think Granada was really a stage that suits me the best. So hopefully today I can be the better version of myself. And I think Sunday I'm really excited because that's a climb that suits me more.
Ben, are you thinking of your own pacing strategy on those last 5Ks? Or is there a time when you will not go if, for instance, Enric Mas and Roglic goes?
I think it's how we always ride every single climb, all of us. You can take the bait sometimes, and sometimes you need to on fast climbs, but yeah, you approach 12% average climbs a little bit differently than what you would do for a 7% climb.
Do you feel like there's kind of an alliance between Mas and Roglic and maybe even other guys also?
Not really. I guess that they were in front the other day, but in the end, it was in the group's best interest to ride, and they got, 30-ish, 40 seconds on me. So it'd be the same situation if Roglic was dropped and I was with Mas in front, I would do exactly the same thing. So yeah, nothing special.
Do you have a number in your head, the amount of seconds you would be happy to give up today?
No, because speculation is just useless. So yeah, I'll find out this afternoon.
How hard are those last 5Ks?
Yeah, it's super consistent, and yeah, it's going to sting, but it's nothing new to any other mountain stage I've done in the past, and can't be worse than 40 degrees in stage 4.
Well, Adam, it's a big day for the GC, but also for the jersey, I guess. What are your thoughts?
For this jersey? I guess, yeah, every day is a fight for everything. No, I think you've seen the last few days, it's a big fight for the break, and then in the final it's a big fight for the GC. It's a big fight for everything. The race is a little bit, not super well controlled, and I think everybody can see that, and it's trying to take advantage. So I think today will be the same.
You don't think it's going to be a GC day? A lot of guys think that maybe Bora and Movistar want to close it down and fight for the win.
You would think so, no, but you never know with this race. It's a hard race. It's not short. It's still 170-something K. So yeah, big day to control. For sure, it's going to be 1-2 hours for the breakaway to go again, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, the last climb looks super steep, and will be a big fight also for the GC.
Do you feel right now there's an alliance between Movistar and Red Bull?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, the race is kind of uncontrollable at the moment. There's so many people that want to be in the break. So many people want to sort of flick each other. And yeah, I mean, everyone's trying to win. Everyone's trying to gain time. So it's like this.
How important is the mountains jersey for you?
Right now, not really that important. Yeah, it's obviously nice to wear and something different. But yeah, I think at the time, most important was the stage win, and now did you see a little bit? So yeah, we'll see what happens after.
Adam, how do you manage a steep climb like this with these gradients up to 15%?
Yeah, I mean, when it's this steep, there's not really any draft. So yeah, it's kind of mano a mano, and yeah, maybe if you have somebody in front of you, it helps mentally for the pacing, but yeah, you don't really get much of a sit. So yeah, it will be a big fight, and for sure, yeah, if somebody has good legs, they're going to try something.
Would you switch bikes before that final climb? I saw the mechanics there at Primoz's team with the single ring bike and a big saucer in the back. I don't know if he's going to ride that the whole stage, but they were secretly preparing it.
I mean, this is the only option we have, so I can't change anything. Yeah, I think
Would you do it? Would you?
If I could get the bike to the weight limit, it would be fantastic, but you know, it's not possible right now. So yeah, I mean, if it's that steep, a little bit of a weight makes a big difference, and so yeah, of course I try, but unfortunately we can't.
Well, the Encaras climb, short, steep section of 15%. Seb, how tough is this last one today?
Yeah, it looks really tough. Yeah, not much to it really. Just steady steep the whole way. Pretty straightforward run in. So it's just going to be just a power test.
Grinding it out. What type of gears are you going to be using?
Yeah, I prefer to ride a bit higher cadence, so I went pretty small. Yeah, 3750 chain rings and 36 cassette. So nice and light gearing for the tired legs.
Were you surprised at yesterday's GC or lack of GC battle, and does that kind of worry you as how hard the teams are going to hit out today?
No, I think everybody expected that stage to be for the break. Yeah, I mean we still did a fast place and it was still a climb, but it wasn't a climb to make differences with how much you save in the wheel. So yeah, I think it was more calm day yesterday. It wasn't an easy stage by any means, but definitely a calm day, and today for sure it's going to be full on in the end.
Is this a stage for you?
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's a stage that suits me well, and yeah, hopefully have good feelings that go with that. And yeah, for me, it looks like a nice stage.
So you feel right now that there's sort of an alliance between Primož Roglič and Enric Mas?
Yeah, for now, I think so. But yeah, they also probably look at each other at some point because yeah, their first priority is getting time on O'Connor, but then they also have to look to each other to not lose out on each other. So yeah, I think on a climb like today, maybe they yeah, just ride their own race really, and then maybe later on it becomes more tactical.
How well do you know this area and the climb?
To be honest, I've never done this climb before. I think we've used the same summit finish previously in other Welters or other stage races, but it's been from another side. Now, the steep climbs aren't really that great for me. I'm probably on the heavier side for some of the GC guys, but I think you'll definitely see some action from guys like Enric Mas and Primož. We saw Enric was super strong in the Granada stage, putting almost a minute into the rest of the GC guys before the descent down to the finish, so I imagine he'll be looking to try and take some time both on Ben and Primož. Obviously, there's still that 3 minute or more gap to Ben that the rest of the guys need to close, so we'll have to wait and see whether Movistar or Bora really tried to control the race to put Ben under pressure.
It's a more difficult day for Ben.
Yeah, I think so. I think Ben also suffered a little bit on the steep climb in Granada. And also as the race goes on, the pressure of the red jersey, all the extra commitments, they all start to add up, and we'll have to wait and see whether that weighs on Ben in these coming stages.
Jack, you're a tall, bigger guy. What kind of gearing do you have on your bike today? Because we saw the Bahrain Mechanics over there mounting some secret gears on Primož, a single ring up front and a big saucer in the back. What do you got?
So we run the Shimano group set. So today I'm running a 54 38 tooth chainring and an 11 34 cassette at the back. I hope it's enough, but I think the guys that have the SRAM, it's in this kind of terrain that they really have an advantage because they get to have a wider range of gearing, basically, where they can have a really big gear for the flat, fast downhill sections, but then also a really small gear for these steep climbs, and they have a bit of an advantage on us here.
Jack, Enric Mas is in a good position to win this Vuelta. I think you know him pretty well. You train with him sometimes in Andorra. He's a guy who's much maligned, including in Spain. Tell us what's he like as a person. What don't we know about Enric Mas?
I quite like Enric. He's a really nice guy. I trained with him a little bit in Andorra. There was a point in my career where I was actually quite close to joining Movistar, and I spoke with Enric quite a lot then, and I still talk with him now. I think maybe he gets a lot of criticism in the Spanish media just because the Spanish riders that came before him, like Contador and Valverde were very animating in the bike race. But I think also now, unless you're Pogačar or Remco, it becomes quite hard to do this. But yeah, Enric has been a consistent performer and a good performer for Movistar, but he just maybe misses that charisma or those big wins that the Spanish riders before him had.
Can he win this Vuelta?
I think he can definitely come close. I think the Granada stage should have given him a lot of confidence there. And if he can do a similar performance today and in some of the other steep climbs coming up that finish at the top, then yeah, he's in a really good position to try win.
Yes, it's a really, really important day. It's a really hard final. It's a little bit like Asayanas. But today we finish on the top, so yeah, I hope I have the same legs like the other day and we can do something nice.
Do you feel that right now you and Primož Roglič has the same interest, that you are alliance right now?
Not only us, also Richard, Mikel, a lot of riders want to drop the leader because he have a lot of time. So.
Is this the best Enric Mas we have ever seen? Do you feel like this is what you have been waiting for?
Yeah, my feeling is super good. I don't know if it's the best one, but the truth that I really feel good, and I hope I have this feeling until the last day in Madrid.
I think a lot of people will say it's about time that Enric Mas also wins the stage again. Are you thinking about that?
I hope so. Thank you.
Today a good one? Thank you.
Matthew, this is one of those steep, explosive climbs. Could be up your alley, this type of finish. What do you know about this stage, and what's up the sleeve for your sleeve and the team's?
Yeah, it's definitely a hard finish and a hard stage. I think we'll have to see if some of the bigger teams, Bora, Movistar, want to control for the stage win or for the GC, or if they let a big group go up the road. But for sure we have some guys that are going to be looking to, and me included, looking to try and get in the break if it's looking like a break's going to go to the line. But yeah, it's really just, I mean, if we're there, yeah, it's a climb that suits both Mike and me well. So yeah, we'll see.
It's really a situation where you need to get into an escape. I know on stage 4 you showed to be able to fight with those big guns, but it's a tough task if you don't make it into the escape and then try to have a shot at the stage win, because essentially you're fighting with your primos.
Yeah, exactly. I think Roglič and Mas are maybe the two. If it comes down to the GC guys for the stage, it's going to be hard to beat those guys. So if we're going for the stage win, we really have to look to get up the road. And yeah, if it's a smaller group, that if the GC group is going to fight for the stage win, then it'll just be about protecting George. But hopefully we can get some guys up the road.
What stage is it? What stage number?
It is 14. Is that right? 14.
You've done the Giro, but this is another Grand Tour, Matthew. How are you holding in there?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been, like same for everybody, I think, ups and downs. But better weather this year than the Giro last year, and already stage 14. So I think it's gone fast, and we're still in good shape. So
when the peloton gets rolling down the road, who do you chat with besides your own teammates? Where's their space?
Yeah, I'm not the most chatty guy in the peloton, but for sure the other Americans or just my teammates. But
were you watching Sepp Kuss when he won the race last year?
Yeah, of course. I was watching on TV, so yeah.
You two chat in the peloton?
Yeah, not all the time, but for sure we say hi every once in a while when we can, when there's time.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.